Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, you're welcome. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for joining me again today. God bless you. All right, so in this video I'm going to be talking about things that I wish I knew before, or I know rather, which one is right? Anyways, things that I wish I knew before moving to ABJ. All right, so I moved to ABJ 2018. Yeah, that should be 4 years now. So when I first came to ABJ, the very first thing that is like a shocker is that the weather is ash. So I know that, they say, it's always sunny in the north and everything. Yeah, quite alright, but the weather is ash. So when it is like dry season, that I think that was the very first time I experienced dry eye. My eye will literally dry out and I'll be tearing so badly. So you may not understand. So there is a relationship between your eye tearing when your eyes are dry. So when your eyes are dry, contrary to what you might believe that you will not tear, you'll be tearing consistently, like you'll be tearing as though somebody beats you. Just looking at something, you'll be tearing. That's because your eyes are dry, because the weather is ash. So when the weather is dry, the sun is usually mad, like very very crazy. In fact, it can melt you. So the same thing too when there is harmattan, like harmattan season now. I didn't know that it will ever be like that. Like I've never experienced that anywhere else except in ABJ. And what is that? That's literally like everything is going to be shocking. If you want to hold somebody, it's going to shock you as if you are as if there is an electricity working, like moving around that person. At that point, when you sleep on your bed, you will literally be seeing like lights. When you move your hand on your mattress, you'll be seeing lights. This happened majorly during harmattan season. And another thing I experienced again in ABJ is, especially during dry season, is your food can easily spoil. That's because the weather is ash, the whole place is hot. So even when you warm your food in the morning, you're going and you cover the lid completely, by the time you come back, your food will get spoiled. That one I had to learn it in a very very hard way. The very first time it happened, I was thinking maybe it's one of the ingredients I added to the food, and then it happened again and then it happened again. So I had to ask, like, what's going on? I don't understand. So that's when they told me that it's the weather. So even if you warm your food in the morning, you still have to open the lid. You will not cover your pot completely, so you have to kind of leave the lid slightly open, if that makes sense. So during harmattan season, wherever it is you are going, I don't know if you've used one oil or a bottle of oil to rub your body. Make sure you still carry extra, because by the time you are coming back in the evening, it will look as if you are just coming out of the cement. You'll be as white as snow. So that is how ash the weather can be. So the very first thing is about the weather. So I usually say things are abnormal in ABJ. Because what you be experiencing in ABJ, you come to other places, it's not like that. And when it's raining season, it will rain. It will not rain when it's already raining or in other places. In ABJ, it used to rain when it just feels like raining. It won't rain when everywhere is raining. It will start raining its own rainy season when it's almost kind of like ending in other places. So that is one thing. Their weather can be funny and is not really predictable. Okay, so that's the first thing. The second thing again is, I know people have always been talking about this, that's like house rent, so I'm not going to talk about that. The second thing is what's it called, all these aboki people going places without knowing the place. So when I first came to ABJ, the issue is I want to go somewhere and I don't know the place. Probably a colleague had told me that, oh, go to area 1. And in Lagos now, in usual Lagos, you expect that the conductor or the driver should know where they are going to, even if you do not know where you are going to. So to my surprise, you enter and they will ask you to, you tell them area 1, they say okay. You enter, you eventually know that the person does not even know where you are going, and you too, you don't know where you are going. So both of you will not be there and they will be asking for money. When they shall get to where they feel like they are supposed to drop you, they will drop you and be asking for money and ask you to enter another one that may be going to the place. So it's not just funny at all. And sometimes they don't even they don't know the place, they will call some ridiculous prices and expect you to pay that exact price. So that means if you try to negotiate, they feel like you want to cheat them. That's the mindset, and you're like, oh, this is the amount I used to carry to the place. They're like, this is the so price, and they will insist on that price. So it's not even funny at all. Eventually they may not even carry you, they will just go, and you wait again. You may wait there and be looking for the one that will know the place before you even get. So that's like the second thing. The third thing again that I wish I know, this one is not really negative, this is more like positive kind of stuff. Oh, another thing again I thought would be the third thing I wish I know before coming to ABJ is knowing that meat is not going to be cheap, because it is not. Like, because it is northern part of Nigeria does not mean that meat is going to be cheap. We usually have this mindset that, oh, they are the one who rears cow and all that, so obviously it's going to be that meat should be cheap and everything. Then my brothers and sisters, never. It's not going to happen. So when you are coming to ABJ, just get prepared. Like, it's usually not cheap. I remember when I first came to ABJ and they're selling meat, I'm like, is this not Abuja? Is meat not supposed to be more than this for so price? They're like, even they are buying it. So their things can be very, very expensive. It does not matter. Even things that you do not expect. The only things that is cheap in ABJ is fruits. You can see that one at cheaper rates in any price. That one is cheap. So when you come to ABJ, if you are not someone who eats fruits or who eats vegetables very well, probably because it's expensive in your place, don't worry, it will be cheap here. But other things, my dear, I'm sorry, they're expensive. So those are the things that I basically wish that I knew before I moved to ABJ. So just in case you're coming, be prepared, prepare your mind. It's not just house rent only that is expensive, other places too are expensive, okay? And if you want to go out, so it's not like Lagos that you can just go to, you can see restaurant, you can see anything to buy anywhere, buy food, good food at cheaper rates. In ABJ is a lie. You will not see. Hunger will finish you. Well, you will eat junk sha. So prepare yourself when you're coming, prepare your mind, just have that mindset when you're already coming. If you're not somebody who cook a lot, you may want to get somebody to cook the food for you and deliver to your door, whatever it is that your plan may be. But just have that at the back of your mind, that it is not only house rent that is expensive, other things are quite expensive as well. Thank you so much for watching. That will be the end of this video. If you enjoy it, make sure you click on the like button, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys.